Hi, I'm Dana Yarn. One of the things that really irks me is when I hear parents in different restaurants or family friends say, oh, they can have it, they're kids, talking about sugary foods full of trans fat, very processed. The thing is with kids, you're developing an addiction to foods like that at an early age. So why introduce it to them at all? They don't know different. They don't know what trans fat is. They don't know what bad foods are. They just know what you give them. So as parents, it's our responsibility to take care of our children's health. Their health is at risk. For the first time ever, a child born in 2000 or later is expected to not outlive their parents. And this is a study done by the New England Journal of Medicine. The average healthcare cost for our nation, due to the lack of fruit and vegetable intake, is $56 billion. Billion. So there's so many little things that you can do to help your child's health without them even realizing that they're being healthy. The first thing you can do as a parent is always keep fresh fruit and vegetables around. If it's in their sight, they're more likely to grab it. My mom used to always yell at us and say, if you can't see it, you're never going to eat it. And it was funny because it would be a whole thing of grapes behind a carton of milk, but because I was a lazy kid, I would look and say, Mom, there's nothing to eat, and then she'd move the carton of milk and I'd go for the grapes. So you've got to make it easy for your kids. Unfortunately, they are lazy when it comes to trying to eat healthy. So make it fun too. You don't always have to go through the drive-thru. Yes, there are some decent options to the drive-thru, but when you actually look at the clock and see how long it takes you to prepare a healthy meal, you'll be pleasantly surprised that it's not sucking up your whole afternoon. It just takes a little bit of planning. So in order to get your kids to eat healthy, you don't have to veer far from their favorite options. It's really simple. You can make whole grain pancakes with dark chocolate chips. You can make a healthy version of baked chicken fingers. Kids really don't know the difference. I do this all the time with my kids. And a lean hamburger patty with all natural cheese and a whole wheat bun with roasted potatoes is much better than grabbing a greasy sack of fast food. So you can have a peace of mind while cooking for your kids. Now Chef Mike is going to explain exactly how he made these options so they're flavorful and the kids will really enjoy them. All right, Chef Mike, so explain to us how you made these awesome chicken fingers.
Well, I started with a crisp cereal. It's a whole grain. I took the raisins out, put it on a cutting board, and rolled them to crush them up. Then I scrambled up an egg, dipped the chicken fingers in the egg, then into the breading, and I put a little bit of panko breadcrumbs in there as well, a little bit of salt, not too much, a little bit of pepper, and baked them at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes.
Now, what about the pancakes? I know they're buckwheat pancakes. Did you do anything special with them?
My kids love chocolate chips, so make sure you use the mini chocolate chips so they don't melt and make a big mess. Then again, use just a little bit of spray oil. Don't use a regular vegetable oil. It's too much fat. And easy to go.
Okay. And one thing, too, about the mini chocolate chips is less sugar goes a longer way. And then the hamburger and the roasted potatoes, those smell awesome. I wish you guys could smell them. Hamburgers,
just salt and pepper in there, ground, pan seared on a skillet. I didn't put it on the grill. My kids like it better in a skillet for some reason. The potatoes are simple. I just took some new potatoes, quartered them, put them in a bowl with some olive oil, and I put some onions in there. They have these nice pearl onions this time of year. Salt and pepper, a little bit of salt. I put a little bit of garlic powder in there and olive oil. Toss it up, bake it. I baked it with the chicken, 400 degrees, 15 minutes.
Easy, so you have two different picky eaters and they can each have their own option. And one thing too with the hamburger is you can always, if you have a brave eater, you can always put some tomatoes and dark lettuce on there to give them even more vegetables. Thank you, Mike.
Sounds great.
All right, so get creative. Make sure you've got some fresh fruits and vegetables around the house so you can get that color into your kids' diet. And think about their favorite foods. Ask your kids what your favorite foods are and modify them. You can always ask me if they love something that you say it cannot be modified into a healthy option. Hit me up on the blog, Eating Right with Dana Yarn, on our website, and you can ask me how to modify it and be happy to email you some options. So you're eating right with Dana Yarn.